Are you ready to get started?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
With New York Film Critics blog.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hi,
Hey,
hi,
Christopher.
Christopher.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Very
Okay,
well.
you. It's nice to meet you. It's Jan Ole, right? Or am I
Yeah,
saying it?
yeah.
Okay,
No, no.
cool. Oh, it's right. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, all right, let's begin. As the screenwriter and director, how did you come up with the concept?
The concept came to me more or less while I was on a holiday, and it was like just going to Fuerteventura in order to escape the grumpy Berlin winter for a couple of days. And I realized that I fell in love with the island right away, also from a director's perspective, from a cinematic point of view. The island really has a lot to offer, and I started to imagine, making a film on Fuerteventura at one point. And so I think it was also, looking while I was there for something that would make a good story to shoot there. And I had this beautiful encounter with a tennis coach who was still living his life like he was in his late 20s, but he was actually way older. And he had this vibe of these people who, came to these islands in order to live an endless summer and an endless holiday. But there was also something very lonely and sad about his existence. I mean, he was somebody who was spending most of his days on a tennis court, playing thousands of balls over the net on this sun-bleached court, and I noticed that the only social relationships he seemed to have was with other tourists. So something started to work in me, and I thought he would make a good film character.
Oh, yes. And what's it like working with these professional stars? You also got, besides Jack, you also got Sam and you also got Stacy. So what's it like working with them?
It was it was a dream because obviously I was a big fan of all of them, but at a very early point in, making this film, I forgot all about who I was working with. Like we just became colleagues, and it was um, yeah, the most beautiful artistic collaboration I could hope for. I think all three of them really embraced the characters and gave me the feeling that I really enjoy and appreciate the story and the characters. And no, it was a beautiful collaboration.
Yes, it was. All right, Jack, now on to you. What did you see in the character you play here?
What did I see? Um, I mean, I feel like I saw so much so quickly. I think the script was from the first time I read it was just a beautifully kind of full and three-dimensional kind of human examination of like these three people, and that was its beating heart. It wasn't kind of plot led or twisty. It was, character led. And those are the things that appeal to me as an actor, first and foremost. But yeah, I saw Dave very clearly, I think, quite quickly. He just felt really beautifully drawn in all his like, all his vulnerability, all of his kind of repressed, arrested development kind of anxiety, and his kind of like you know, just his self-questioning masculinity. It was just that he felt like a really interesting challenge, and yeah, and it was just really appealing. I mean, so many things were appealing about this project, but first and foremost, I guess it was Dave and the way that character was drawn.
Oh, yes. And how you're able to adjust to the screenplay, which regards like the main protagonist's life and the people he encounters.
Say that again, sorry.
Sorry. How are you able to adjust to the screenplay, which regards the main protagonist's life and what his friends are dealing with during their encounter? Because they have some problems, and then one of them goes missing, and then it's sort of like it doesn't like like take the easy way out or something like that. It's not like one of those like, formulaic movies or so. This is more of a character study,
For
basically.
sure, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think it's a film that questions more than it answers, which was the most interesting thing about it. But I think, yeah, I just think I think all three of these characters are kind of they're shown something new within the boundaries of this film. They have an experience that is unlike anything that they've had before, and they kind of, as Jan-Ole has been saying, they have the opportunity to live each other's life in a strange, new and revealing way. But the film is definitely more of a question than an answer, and I love that about it.
Oh, yes. So, like, do you guys believe, I never heard of this island before, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly or so. Like, do you believe like it plays like a character in this film?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It definitely has a life of its own with the wildlife and the volcanic activities. No, it's a very metaphorical landscape. And I thought it's a perfect landscape to also mm, hint to the character's inner life. There's this moment where Jack's character asks about the volcanoes and if they ever erupt. And I think this is also something we ask ourselves about the characters, whether they reveal themselves to each other, whether they, dare to leave their comfort zone and, confront what or what not might be true about their relationship.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. This was an unbelievable film, and I wish you guys the best of luck on your next projects.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Christopher.
much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Take care, guys. Bye.
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 Christopher.